Today on Grantham, we are going to be breaking a world record. We are going to be making the world's longest suppressor. We have to thank JK Armament for helping us make the world's largest suppressor, because a normal suppressor is about 6 to 7 inches long.
Huge, but that doesn't matter.
Right here, we have over 1,310 baffles. That's over 270 suppressors. The question is, how long can we get the suppressor? Micah, how long do you think we're gonna get it?
Oh my, I don't even think we'll get 10 yards.
We could technically get 25 yards. So finally, and once again, this isn't gonna be the last time I say it, it's certainly not the first, mine's bigger than Demolition Ranch's.
Oh, I've seen both. He's not lying.
But before we get started, we of course have to thank the biggest sponsor of the channel, who is whom?
Seriously Dumb Islanders.
The Sonoran Desert Institute. I'm sure they're gonna make us remove that one. If you're looking to get your start in gunsmithing, they are the people to go to, and we cannot thank them enough. And who can we not forget? Micah!
Primary Arms, who actually manufactures their optics in that mountain with dwarves.
That mountain, and actually, for a limited time, if you use discount code #ranch, they will actually stop war. No more war. Thank you, Primary.
And finally, if you want to get better at dry fire,
Mantis. So, wet fire, dry fire. Don't listen to the lesbians out there who saying you can put live ammo in a mag. Get Mantis.
Mantis will turn your weapon into a dry fire machine. Go and check them out. We of course love dry fire and AAC. We're using all AAC ammunition today with their 77 grain Sierra Match Kings. So all that being said, ammo's cheap, but we have 270 suppressors to possibly get baffle strikes on, so let's get into it. So right here we have baffle sacks from JK. On their cans you can add as many baffles as you want. It's on the non-serialized part, and so we had a crazy idea, which was, what if we just made the world's longest suppressor by just having them spend a couple of $1 million making a bunch of baffles for us?
Which makes it really easy for us.
So here's going to be the problem. With a traditional suppressor, you have a pretty short suppressor, and there's not really going to be a problem with the with sag, if you're familiar with that.
I've known a couple grandmas with sag in my day.
So the problem is going to be, as we begin to add suppressors, there's both going to be sag on the metal as well as maybe left or right. I don't know how long we'll be able to get it before we start having the round strike the baffles, but we're going to try our damnedest to get this as long as possible by using a untrained ranch hand to balance everything out.
The ranch hand is fairly familiar with long things.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a traditional suppressor right here, and we're gonna go ahead and measure it. We do have a decimeter right here. Of course, this isn't as high fidelity as like the more intense ones, but I wanna see how quiet this thing's gonna get too. Because maybe it will just be like, click. So first thing we're gonna do is meter our typical suppressor right here. So we have our guys from JK. And you designed these suppressors, right?
Yes, sir. We got our new JK GOAT high flow. We're gonna start from 0 here. Let's see what it does.
143.9, 151.1, 149.9.
Let's see what happens when we add 25 yards of baffles. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add on about a little less than a foot of baffles and see what happens.
I got your foot.
What are you doing?
Your foot of baffles, sir.
That's not a foot.
Yes, it is.
He's been telling them.
Okay, we're gonna add the first baffle sack, which is a little bit shorter, but you know, it's gonna be about a baffle per shot, or a baffle sack per shot, and see what we end up getting.
Once the stack gets longer, we're each gonna make a mark, and if a round shoots out of the baffle with our mark, the other two guys have to put pronouns in their bio.
Okay, we're gonna measure our first suppressor we made right here. How big do you think that is, Colton? We got a ranch hand right here.
3 feet 4 inches.
So due to the fact that we could have a baffle strike at any point, we're gonna be measuring the decimeter from the shooter's ear. That way the employee from JK doesn't die. I don't think we should have a baffle strike yet, but we'll see.
140.3. 140.9.
Can we get a baffle strike or let me clear this out? Oh, she's good. Wow. Okay, looks like we're adding another baffle stack. We'll have our ranch hand measure this after. And I think that there's a possibility of a baffle strike right here, Micah. You see that flex to it? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this level very scientifically with a level and bubble wrap, and then we'll take the shot and we'll see how quiet this thing gets. It should be noted how quiet that rifle got. First one was measured at the muzzle of the suppressor, and then the second shot with the baffle stacks added were done at the shooter's ear. That way we didn't, you know, have a possible bullet deflect off and kill someone. We have a 9-foot suppressor, which is actually already a record, and that's pretty exciting. It should be noted too that I do think we'll probably get an end cap strike at the very least. That's my prediction.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, do we want to make a mark?
Yeah, put one on the end. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna load it up. We got the high speed ready.
140.
Oh, that tumbled. You see it? Okay,
Yep.
we're gonna go ahead and clear it out. We do have a round that was tumbling, which I thought was going to be indicative of a baffle strike. You can see the perfect shape of the slug. If there was a baffle strike, the gun is cleared. I don't see any evidence of an end cap strike at all. The threads haven't come undone or anything, so maybe it's just, explain to me, Suppressor Man.
You might have just had a slight rub. Yeah, I don't know. It might have just
been slight rub.
it could have rubbed somewhere in here and then floated through. Yeah.
It's not really a strike.
No, but we have a slight rub right there. You can see that the round just gave it a little bit of a kiss at the very exit right there. I think that's more than likely due to the fact that we got a lot of baffles right here, and getting them all lined up perfectly is a bit of a bitch. But we're doing pretty good for just having like some 22-year-old from, you know, some bumfuck city just line this up. So let's add another baffle stack. I think what's really interesting as we add about 6 more feet right here is that the sound isn't going down. I would surmise that we're probably getting both some ejection port pop, which is something you really can't, it's a gas operated rifle. In addition, we're probably getting the sound of the bolt cycling, which is probably a sound level you really can't get around. Would you tend to agree, Micah?
Yeah, it's probably going to stay 140 for the rest of the test, would be my guess. Suppressor Man, is that correct?
I would agree. Yep.
Okay, we have added another baffle. Colton, how long is it? 14 feet 7 inches. Okay, we got this lined up, we got it leveled, and we're gonna shoot it. So because we're getting 140 at the ejection port every time, just sound of the bolt, we're gonna start measuring it from there to see how quiet it is at the muzzle. I think it will probably be pretty quiet. All right, let's go ahead and let's load it up. Firing. One more. Oh, that was perfect.
It was straight.
Perfect Sierra Match King bullets, and then we had one that apparently came out, either it was rotating at the perfect speed, but I would guess it actually came out mostly
Intact?
Yeah, mostly intact and good to go, which is, I don't know if I'm getting better at lining up the suppressor, but this looks ridiculous. Look at that.
That was our shot, 130.8. Yeah, that's like below a 9mm.
So what's crazy to me is we do have some rubbing on the end of the end cap, but the baffles are otherwise okay. And it would appear that third shot, we didn't have any gentle rubbing. How did you describe that? Like a
Like
Chinese,
an oriental
Like a
massage?
nice Hawaiian woman.
Oriental? Do we say that word anymore?
Oh, sorry, sun massage. Joy massage.
You're very specific with the names, and that makes
Look,
me...
I lived in Lakewood, Koreatown, okay?
Stars looking at the hills of Idaho. Now, this video is sponsored by TacPack. Now, TacPack is a curated box of tactical gear and AR-15 items for the firearm enthusiast. Now, you might have a friend where it's hard to get them gifts, or you might be a little bit indecisive. In any case, it's always a good value. For the TacPack Plus, in fact, you're paying $140 for some around $200-ish plus worth of gear and equipment. Now, we have a couple examples here of some things that they will give in the box. So we have things like grips from Reptilia, Ear Pro, bolt carrier groups, and rangefinders. Now, you're not going to get all this in the same box. It's going to be a mix mash of stuff, of gloves, and other items. Point is, if you use the code GRANDTHUMB, you'll get a free box shipped separately from your TacPack of over $60 worth of gear and equipment. So go and check them out. Big thank you to them for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. It's doing pretty well, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add another baffle stack. Okay. we have another stack added, and I think it's gonna do fine.
This is nail. No, this is nail in the coffin.
Oh, are you gonna put your mark there?
I am.
You already have pronouns on your bio for like a month. Do you want?
double pronouns?
Yeah. Do you want double pronouns?
I'm doubling down. This is gonna be it.
Well, actually, I want to wager something a little bit better.
Okay.
Because right now you have he, him on there.
Yeah.
So if you lose this one, we get to tell you what your pronouns. But it's still a month. But it's whatever we pick.
All right, deal.
I'm going for
very,
Caesar.
I'm very confident.
Which baffle? Now I want to be clear. If you get this right, if like it strikes
You
right
guys
there,
are screwed.
No, if it strikes right there, I have a Jim Fuller AK-105 and 5.56. I'll give it to you.
He said it.
Dead on the money. But if not, dude, you're gonna get the worst pronouns of your life.
Firing.
All right, she exited. She was definitely oblong as she came out. We're gonna clear up the gun.
I'm blown away.
Like, it came out, it hit the target. We just got another rub band.
No way.
We are exiting no problem. Well, guess what, buddy, for your pronouns?
No.
It's a bad day and you do not get that Jim Fuller AK. Hey, what are the decibels?
85 decibels on the muzzle.
How quiet is that?
That's about like a hand clap. Oh, quieter than a hand clap.
Let's go. Let's add another stack. Okay, we now have 26 feet of suppressor right here. Good?
Yep. Send it.
Firing.
So right here, we'll blame the ranch hand. We now have a 77 grain slug forever within our target stand. So we actually had no rubbing or baffle strikes on that shot. I was just kind of eyeballing it. This is a 30 cal, exit, but I mean, even still, pretty impressive. And we're adding more. This is crazy. Good. Let's get a couple guys to hold on to this right here. We need to. Hi, I'm Grand Thumb. This is a 49-foot suppressor, and I think it's gonna work.
Firing. Clearing.
Okay, like we really have to talk about how crazy it is right now, what we got right here. We are walking the length of the suppressor right now. Do we have any strike?
Do not believe
Let's see if we have a
so.
baffle strike. What do you think, Micah?
I think it's just a rub again.
No way, hold on.
It's
Dude, barely, come look. I'm gonna get that in the light for you. Just barely, you see it right there?
this is
Looks like
look what we have to do to make it shoot like the new Chinese service rifle.
how many more baffle stacks do we have? Let's add 3.
We have 4 more
Let's do it.
stacks.
Let's
Let's go.
Jump it.
Do it.
All right.
This is a world record. I mean, we set it a long time ago. I feel good that we're kind of going crazy, like really pushing the limits on what we got. We are about to get 25 yards. We're about to have a 25-yard suppressor. I really want to put that into perspective. That is unheard of. I mean, we really have to give it to Jake Arman, man. They spent a lot of money and a lot of precision machining time to make this happen for us. So this is super cool. And this is what happens when you have a shitty YouTube channel and nobody tells you no.
You want some, dude?
A few moments later.
You think it's funny, but it's not. It's just actually a problem right now. And now we're having to deal with this.
He's like, no, they could do it. They could do all
No, I mean, how many more do you have in your coat?
I have that pocket.
Oh my God, dude. Right here, we have a 25-yard suppressor. I want to be very clear. We've already set the world record in what we've done so far. But we're going to try to push that as far as we can go. And I only consider it a world record if the slug can actually exit without, striking out through a baffle and going out the side of the suppressor. So let's take a walk down.
Yeah, show where the world record.
Here, go ahead and lay down next to it for scale, Charles. And these are all baffles. It's not just a tube. We have baffles the entire way down. You know that because Charles has been taking them apart this entire video. Let's continue to walk. So if this works right here, after if we have 1 round exit, we're just gonna fire full auto and see what happens.
Where was the previous record? About where?
It was Matt, which was like 7 feet.
7 feet?
Yeah, so we're like a billion times his size. He's pretty small, to be honest. I wish
not comparing.
I wish he was a little bit bigger. It's kind of embarrassing that everybody knows his size compared to ours, you know?
I'm walking, just looking through the camera lens. I thought we were at the rifle, but then I looked down in real life and we're not even
No,
close.
we're not at the rifle. At least 12 feet left. Hey guys, we ready? Going hot?
No way.
No way.
No way no.
It did it. Dude, we have a slight kiss, but no disintegration and baffle strikes.
You know what this means, Mike?
Full auto.
Full auto.
Let's go. Full auto on our world record 25-yard suppressor. We are clear. Firing.
No way. No way. Did you hear how much pressure came out of the bolt when it was open?
Look at that.
Wait, no. We cleared it!
Look at that group when it started out.
That was good.
These were all the shots hitting after.
Well, how's my recoil control?
Pretty good, dude.
You want to check the baffle? Oh my god, dude. We didn't have any baffle strikes.
What?
Bro,
I mean,
we just fired.
Well, there's only one thing left to do. Pick it up.
I have to pick it up
You
and
have to
fire.
stand with it.
Hey, this is Grand Thumb. Together with JK Armament, we have set a world record. We have a 25-yard suppressor, and it works. Let's do it. So, nobody tells us no, so now I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna raise the rifle slowly to my shoulder, and I'm gonna try to fire a full mag, and we're gonna, shoot out the suppressor because it's gonna bend. Or if it doesn't, then there's way more questions that I want answered. All right, you guys ready?
Open, yeah, pull it up slow.
That's so heavy, dude.
Wait. Wait.
Where did they go?
Where'd they go?
Hold on, let me clear it out.
so I think we've discovered where they are. Ready? Hold on.
They're right here. They're right here.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Hold on, get good footage, yeah.
What? Look. Oh, there it is. That's where it struck the baffle. Dude, why did it take so much to make these rounds baffle strike?
Full auto into this.
Where's
Lift it up, crooked.
Where's Bill Geisley? Bill Geisley, explain. Well, we've set a record, Charles. What do you think?
I think we're just built different. That's it. That's all you can say.
This was a crazy idea, and it worked. So we'll probably go harder next time. But as always, get training and dad advice for today with Charles.
Dad advice.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Okay. Keep your circle small, your women big, and just every chance you get, hate communism and the ideals that spawn from it.